if you notice this vector, now let's draw another vector and let's put it on the let's place it on the origin. Say for example, we have again a partition space x, y, z. So this is your x, this is y, this is z. And then you have an arrow representing a vector. Let's say, let's call it vector A. That's your vector A. This vector A is basically described by another quantity called unit vector. Unit vector is basically indicates the direction of the vector it represents. In this case, the unit vector of A can be written as A, and let's define a hat or a unit vector. A unit vector, A hat, is equal to vector itself divided by its magnitude. In this case, we just simply write letter A. Other textbooks, on the other hand, they represent the magnitude by like this, okay? But they also they mean the same when we write like that without an arrow head on top. So we mean magnitude. If you try to write this particular vector, for example, vector A, its magnitude is indicated by this length here. That if you have an A with the magnitude A, and then the unit vector A hat will indicate the direction of that length A or magnitude A. What I mean is that we could express from here, we could write this equation. Vector A is just equal to A hat. In Cartesian space, we have also these unit vectors along x, y, and z. Along x-axis, denoted by this symbol blue, with this line blue, we could consider this a unit vector along x to be I hat, a unit vector along y to be j hat, and a unit vector along z is called, let's call this uh, k hat. Now, other books, instead of writing I hat, j hat, or k hat, other books are also expressing it as x hat, y hat, or z hat. But for our class, let's use I hat for unit vector along x-axis, j hat for the unit vector along y-axis, and k hat for a unit vector along z-axis. What is the magnitude of a unit vector? A unit vector, as I said, will just only indicate direction of a particular scalar. For example, in the case of a vector A, its magnitude A without an arrow on top, the A hat here indicates the direction. Therefore, the magnitude of a unit vector is just 1. Okay? It's just 1. It's just number 1.